There's something about being into audio that can be simultaneously beautiful and frustrating, which is that your ears will always be the final, deciding factor in if something is good or bad. Outside of taking care of your hearing, which you should, there really isn't much you can do about your ears or even your taste. I go back and forth between headphones and in-ear monitors as my go-tos, but IEMs are really the thing that I heard that blew me away and set me on this ridiculous journey, obsession, hobby, whatever you want to call it. All of this is a ridiculous preamble for me to admit that I was wrong. Earlier this year, Kiwi Ears released a follow-up to the super popular Kiwi Ears Cadenza, or the set that got me to dive headfirst into audio however long ago, the Kiwi Ears Cadenza 2. For whatever reason, I pre-ordered them, they arrived, and I just wasn't impressed. I wrote up a review on them because I was disappointed and tossed them aside for a while. Interestingly enough, the best part of this hobby is allowing your taste to evolve, change, and refine. For a while, I was chasing a certain high that was a certain kind of V-shaped sound signature that aired on the warmer side of the spectrum. The original Cadenza, which was a warmer V-shaped sound signature that was much closer to the old Harman in-ear target, was exciting. It blew me away when I first listened to them and got me to go deeper. The sound signature of the Cadenza 2 though, there's less bass, smoother mids, and a more relaxed treble. Or, as we've grown to understand it better, something closer to a neutral. You could probably argue it's W-shaped if anything, but it's different. If the first Cadenza was a prophet of sorts for the V-shaped sound that dominated the market for years, Cadenza 2 came ahead of the curve again with a more neutral sound signature. As I've gotten to better understand my own taste and preference, I realize there's less need for thick, boomy bass, and that detail is much more important to me. This set that I'd cast aside for not being what I initially wanted it to be had turned into one of my constants. In fact, I wear this one to bed most nights, and don't even need to use EQ most of the time. That's what's most interesting to me really, is that these aren't perfect, but for $50 the build quality of the shell, the amazing cable, and really mature tuning is something that hasn't just grown on me, but become my favorite budget set, perhaps ever.